Hello, this is Steve with the Free Bullion Investment Guide. Today is March 30th, and I am doing a review and outlook for the price of silver. This is silver's 4-hour chart. And in review of last week's video, I had shown you these two patterns in silver's price chart. First is the rising expanding wedge, which is a large negative pattern over the price of silver, and the other was a small falling wedge. Now, the small falling wedge was confirmed early in the week when a report came out that consumer confidence fell in March, actually by a considerable amount, nearly 9 points. So that helped the price of silver to rise. And then on Wednesday, we heard that talks between China and the U.S. were making progress, as well as we heard that the GDP revision came in at expected. The forecast was, here you can see the forecast is the middle level. The previous was 2.6% right here. So the forecast was 2.2%, and the revised number came in as expected. I had said last week that we really didn't know. In my gold video, I had stated that if the report, the new revision came in below 2.6%, I stated that gold would likely go up. And I thought basically the same thing for silver, but the market didn't think so. The market stuck with, they were happy with the 2.2%. They were happy with that the revised number came out as expected. And that really just helped the price of silver to move further. And silver fell all the way down to the $15 support level. It did stop falling pretty well at that support level, and it tried to make a bounce back up to the 15-20 level, but it was unable to break it. Now, as far as the review, that takes care of the review. The falling wedge has been confirmed. I'm just going to gray that out just so you know where it was, but it is obsolete now, so it has been confirmed. Same with the rising wedge. The rising wedge was confirmed last week, so I'm just going to gray that out so you know where that was. However, we do have a new pattern. It is a falling expanding wedge, which is a positive for the price of silver. It looks like it could quite literally break it this week coming up. We do have the Chinese vice president is coming over to talk more with our representatives about the trade talks. Really, that's could hurt or help silver because of its as far as its safe haven status, it would hurt silver, but as far as its industrial status, it would help silver. So we might see a mixed bag out of silver next week if we get more positive news out of the progress in the trade talks. So that's really a mixed bag. However, the other misnomer, I guess you could say, as far as how silver is going to trade next week is we will have the non-farm payroll report come out. Now, this, I doubt very much will get too much of a sway one way or the other. It won't happen till the end of the week, but clearly, it should come out better than last month, as far as we only had 20,000 new jobs in February. So in March, economists expect 173,000. If it comes in below, it may be a positive for gold, or if it comes in above, it could be a negative for gold. But really what's weighing, or excuse me, silver, really what's weighing more so on silver is the, and gold really, is the dynamic, excuse me, this is a dynamic chart from stock charts, but is the yield curve. This is the yield curve chart. The blue line is the S&P 500, but the yield curve is still inverted in some areas. And the job numbers, I really, if if that yield curve continues to get inverted and stay inverted, I wouldn't be surprised if the Fed at their next meeting lowers rates. I mean, it would be a surprise probably to the market, but if they lower rates, it would be a help to both gold and silver. But it really matters what this yield curve does. If it stays inverted and inverts more, we could likely see the Fed come in and lower rates a little bit. So that is really up in the air. That's me speculating, but I wouldn't be surprised. The last thing the Fed wants to do is to be the cause of a recession when they overestimated the markets and raised rates a little bit higher than they should have. So we will see what happens. But again, this falling expanding wedge is a positive pattern, and we will likely see the price of silver test the pattern sometime this week, because also we have the MACD and the RSI moving up out of oversold territory. So we'll just have to keep our eyes open on what happens in the trade talks and the yield curve. So I thank you for your time. Take care and God bless.